So it looks like the trade deadline might come a little bit early this year. Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. So trades keep happening, right? And I got to give a shout out to Jim Riley from Ballcap Sports. He's spot on when he said, I was working on this morning, and he inspired me too. So, I do want to put forth a couple of trades, additional trades that I've been thinking of that could probably happen in suitable trades for teams, and including the Yankees. I got the Yankees in one of these trades too. That could happen before the All-Star break, before the trade deadline. And with the Luis Arias trade to the Padres, the trades can happen. And shout out to Jim too. He proposed the Paul Blackburn trade, Alex Bregman. Take a look at that video. It's a good video. But I want to propose 4 of my own. Okay, and you let me know what your thoughts are. And again, we'll go into this a little bit more detail. I'm sure we'll have some updated trades, some MLB trade deadline predictions. So if you're a fan, especially if you're a Yankee fan, make sure that you're subbed to this channel before you leave. Okay, and hit the notification buttons too. That way, when I go live, you know when I go live. When I put out stuff, you know. Okay, and I thank you so much for it. That really means the world. Now, trade number 1 is going to involve the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Chicago White Sox are, it sounds as if they're going to be trading quite a few guys. Okay, in this particular trade, I have the Royals getting starting pitcher Eric Fedde and relief pitcher Garrett Crochet. Adding to their, and this is an in-division trade too, AL Central. Doesn't normally happen, but they fill each other's needs here. The White Sox they're almost like a dumpster fire right now. They need as much prospect capital as they can get, and I think they can get 4 prospects from the Royals, which are deep in prospects. Okay, Frank Mozziato, who's a right-handed pitcher, number 4 prospect, go to the White Sox. Yandel Ricardo, who's their shortstop prospect. I mean, he did get to be blocked by Bobby Witt anyway, so he's the number 8 prospect at shortstop. They have another shortstop prospect, I think, in the top 10 too. Carter Jensen, the catching prospect, number 10. Okay, and they also have another catching prospect who I think is number 1 there. But they're going to be blocked by NJ Melendez and Salvador Perez. And Anthony Veneziano, who's a left-handed pitcher prospect, is their number 12. So 3 prospects in the top 10 here, and the number 12 would go to the White Sox in exchange for starting pitcher Eric Fedde and Garrett Crochet, left-handed pitcher, to the bullpen. So adding to their stable, and their pitching's been pretty good this year. The Royals, they've been a surprisingly pretty good team, and I think they're going to be aggressive at or near the deadline. So that's trade 1. Trade 2, okay, we got between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. The Padres still need to replace Josh Hader, right? Who's not been as dominant with the Houston Astros, no surprise. The Astros themselves have not been that great, but they're good enough to get better. Okay, so in this trade, the Padres would get closer right-handed pitcher Devin Williams, who is on the IL, I think, with some fractures in his back, I think, but when it comes back. And in exchange, the Padres would send Dylan Lesko, their number 3 prospect, a right-handed pitcher, and Graham Pauley, a utility player, their number 8 prospect. So 2 top 10 prospects in exchange for Devin Williams. Okay, he might be able to fetch a 3rd prospect, but he spent a couple of trips to the IL, so I don't know if they'd go beyond that. But that's a pretty good package for the Brewers to get in exchange for Devin Williams, and that's a pretty good piece for the Padres to get. And the Padres have already added Luis Arias, so they're quietly going to be trying to put themselves into contention with the Dodgers. So stay tuned there. Okay, trade 3. Okay, the Blue Jays and the Reds. This one just makes too much sense. I think Jonathan India is at the point where he needs to change the scenery. Both of these guys are change the scenery guys. Jonathan India would add to that infield stable there of Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette. Okay, giving them another piece of versatile player there. I got Kevin Biggio and whatnot, but you got another dynamic athlete there. And there's no guarantee that Bo Bichette or Vlad don't get moved at some point, because they're going to be hitting free agency at some point soon. So Jonathan India would give him another athlete over there, versatile infielder, in exchange for Alek Manoah, who I think definitely needs a change of scenery. Even though the Blue Jays just called him up, I think he's starting tonight actually, but he is definitely a candidate for a change of scenery for the Blue Jays. So I have him going to the Reds in exchange for Jonathan India, second baseman. And last but not least, we have the Yankees trade. Okay, the Yankees would get Ezekiel Duran, utility player who plays multiple infield positions and the outfield. Ezekiel Duran is actually one of the guys that they sent to the Texas Rangers for Joey Gallo. So, and Joey Gallo turned into Clayton Beeter. So, Ezekiel Duran from Texas Rangers would come to the Yankees, and the Rangers would get Yoendris Gomez, right-handed pitcher, number 17 prospect, and Jared Cerna, their second baseman, and number 19 prospect. Okay, Ezekiel Duran could also be someone we don't really know yet how they're going to replace or if they're going to replace Gleyber Torres after the season, right? You've got Yorba Vivas, you got some other guys and prospects as well. And Jared Cerna, unfortunately, is blocked by quite a few other guys. So, but why do I see Ezekiel Duran? Well, he's one of the fastest players in baseball. Okay. And at this point, the Yankees are leading the major leagues in double plays, hitting into double plays. So I want to add somebody who could be a valuable piece here, can play multiple positions, who would be one of the toughest players to double up, which addresses a direct need for the Yankees. I might get a bench piece, I might get a bullpen piece, but I don't see any starting pitcher train that's going to be bigger than Garrett Cole coming back, right? So, and I don't even know how they're going to make room for the relievers that are going to come back. They've got three: Lou Trevino, Scott Frost, and Tommy Kahnle. I don't know how in the world they're going to do that. So, and they've got DJ Lemahieu to come back too. And again, this is Ezekiel Duran is a 24-year-old version of DJ, but he also plays outfield. Okay, so you'd have two utility guys, namely him and Oswaldo Cabrera, who could play infield and outfield, young athletic players. Okay, who would bring value. And again, we need a guy who's as fast as Birdie is as fast as Volpe. We need to cut down on the amount of double plays that we hit into. This is the reason why I'm proposing this particular trade for the Yankees. And they bring a familiar face back to the stable if they can make this trade. But let me know what you think of these trades. You agree? Do you have any trades of your own? Load them up in the comments, gang. I'll be back later with tonight's lineup. They got the Houston Astros, 3 games in town. The Astros play the Yankees hard at Yankee Stadium, so I don't expect this to be a cakewalk. Okay, if we sweep them, that would be fantastic. But they play us hard at Yankee Stadium, so stay tuned, gang. See y'all later for the lineup. Go Yankees.